Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Eli. Hello. Just noticed somebody was in the chat here, so I just posted channeling. Nothing really going on the CB radio. Woke up to a very cold morning here in Texarkana, Texas. It's where Sheriff Buford T. Justice was from. And that's where the Bandit and Snowman picked up the Coors beer to take to Atlanta. All fictitious. Like again, didn't expect anybody to show up in here, so I just doing it to be doing something, I guess. And whoever joins in, you can enjoy the view. I hope so, because Dallas Fort Worth is one of the more challenging areas to prevent people from crashing into you. It may look like a lovely day, but it's very, very cold. I didn't expect it to get this cold down here. Oh, well. Hello, KK's Travel and Educational Vlogs. Ah, welcome. Just made a live stream. Didn't figure anybody was going to show up. You know, I don't ever get lightning never strikes twice in the same place twice. Ugh, I blew that one. Oh, same as always. Back to the grind. Although I got to sleep in this morning because they had to reschedule the delivery of this for late tonight. But I'll be there. If I push, I'll be there in no less more than 4 hours from now. Oh boy, somebody doing the hoedown on the damn CB radio. Yeah, the past few days, getting some sleep has been challenging, but it's all in the mind. People come and go. Uh, and see everybody not doing, nobody's doing a live stream. Might as well just throw one out there for stupidity's sake, I guess. I don't know. In short, they call this the area I'm going to the DWF area, Dallas Fort Worth, because the cities are so close to each other. But not as close as Makati and Manila is. Those two cities are practically on top of each other. Or DFW, excuse me. I think I said DWF. No, it's DFW. Well, I get this delivered late tonight. Probably, hopefully, get a short run down to Noriva Laredo or McAllen along the border, or probably end up just taking a 34-hour reset because I'm working on recapped hours and I just need a fresh 70. Thank me for clearing what up? I don't understand. Oh, from Dallas Fort Worth to Laredo? That's about an 8 hour drive on average. Yeah, I think Dallas Fort Worth. In between, there's Arlington and Irving. It's like to get to the downtown city area of each. I'm guessing it's about 20 miles apart. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, if I can get down to Nuevo Laredo, I'll get me some real Mexican food. That's about the only time I eat Mexican food is whenever I go along the border. You know, that Taco Bell and Del Taco and all the other clones, including Chipotle, that's not real Mexican food. Oh, you live in Florida? I think about 5 days ago, I was in the Everglades. I got a load of potting plants and took them up to a bunch of Lowe's stores in Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. And then I deadheaded and got this load out of New York, upstate New York, and I'm taking it here to Fort Worth. Oh yeah, I mean I like Chinese food too, but there is an interesting fact about eating Chinese food. You go from starving to full. There is no in between because you're laying there like, oh, I can't believe I ate all that chow mein. Hey, look, they brought egg rolls. Oh yeah, I remember you now, Kyle. Yes, Kyle Klepper, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah, believe it or not, I may miss what people say in the chat because all I'm doing it as a glance. I'm looking at it for a second and have to look back at the pavement or look in my mirror. Just bear with me. I have to do the best I can. And to tell you the truth, I can't tell if there's anybody here or not unless you say something in the chat. Excuse me. No, it's probably. I wanted to tell you, Kyle. It's warmer where you're at than where I am. Now maybe later on in the day it'll warm up, but it got really cold here last night, which surprised even me. And what's strange because when I was in Ohio and Pennsylvania with this load, it was 65 degrees there on Christmas Day, and that was insane. That's not normal. Basically, I'm not really here to particularly entertain. I'm just here for conversation. It's either that or be talking to myself or maybe listening to some music, but that gets boring after a while too. Uh, at least the coffee was good this morning. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do that then. Malvern, isn't that by Fort Lauderdale? I'm trying to go by memory. Yeah, I was the last time I was in Florida there before I got the load out of the Everglades. I was parked by Port Canaveral and I got to see that rocket launch real late at night for Starlink. I've only seen something get launched out of Cape Canaveral twice, and that was one of them. The other one was I got to see the shuttle Discovery launch the last time it went into space, because after that mission they retired the Discovery, and then like a year later they retired all the space shuttles. But the closer you get, the better it is. I mean, the loud rumble and the bang and everything. Yeah, it was like being at a rock concert with no music. And I know it may sound weird, but the best song that would go along with the shuttle launch or any rocket launch when you're nearby, I'd have to say the best song to play for that would be Love Gun by Kiss. Because that's what I did when I saw the Discovery go up. Put on some headphones and listen to Kiss Love Gun. It just went perfectly with it. Ouch. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, but if you're far away, like I was when I saw the rocket of Starlink go up, it was more like a rippling sound, and it wasn't very loud. Like I said, the closer you get, the better it is. Me, shit. In case whoever's coming in misses it, repost it. Oh, go ahead. These people, you see these people passing me. Those Texas Rangers are not very forgiving. They just love handing out speeding tickets. Uh, Kyle, I just see cruise ship there. Hey, I did the cruise once. I was on the Carnival ship Glory. That is a big ship, and that was a joke, though, mostly on me. But no, I actually had an all right time. Went down to Belize, um, the Yucatan. Uh, we stopped at. Oh, I just had an Alzheimer's moment. I can't remember the name of that city. Cancun. We had a stop in Cancun. We went totally around Cuba and went to Nassau Island. Was a little disappointed because I was hoping to see some pirates. But stopping off at Nassau, I felt like I was in Jamaica. How you doing, ma? You ever hear that? Just say hello and walk away. Unless you're into smoking weed in different forms. Because the first thing you hear is, "What you doing, ma?" Or "How you doing, ma?" And then the next sentence, if you stay there and talk to them, they'll be like, "Hey, you want some ganja, ma?" No, no, thank you. But always remember, when you go to another country, you're totally out of your element, and just try to act normal, but watch your behavior because some things you typically can do here in America can be seen as an insult in another country, whatever the other country is. And some people aren't as forgiving to foreigners, which is true. I mean, look at how a bunch of Americans treat a bunch of foreigners here in this country. It's awful. Not saying that it happens at an alarming rate, but it does happen. Oh, geez. Uh, and I usually like that drive heading south to Texas because there was a lot of movies shot through there on I-35 in that area. One of the most favorites, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Well, Kyle, when I was in Florida in the Everglades, um, I always feel like I'm in the movie Ace Ventura: Pet Detective because that's where they filmed all of it. Was South Miami and in the Everglades there. Uh, well, Kyle, that goes a long way, but depending on what country you're going to, like say you're going to China, okay, and you throw up, you use your index finger and your thumb and you make a circle with the three fingers up, like it's okay. Well, in certain countries, that means let's do business, or it means coin in the Middle East. But in China, if you do that, you're signaling to somebody, hey, let's do business. And a lot of Chinese men are all about doing business, or they're like, what kind of business are you in? Maybe we can work out a deal. Because in China, business has exploded. Georgia's a good state. Georgia's starting to grow a little bit more than it has in the past because everybody skipped over to Georgia and went into Florida. Florida is a nice state. I briefly lived there, but I don't think I would live there. I mean, I owned a house there that I seen for like 15 minutes, and I owned it for a little over a year and then sold it. Yeah, it's just a part of life. Life goes on. You keep going forward. And if you want good advice, Kyle, always remember this. At times, you have to be selfish in order to sort of protect yourself. And it's like this: why should I let some knuckleheads ruin life affect my life? So that's why you always try to stay focused. You're always going to get tripped up here and there. But when you get tripped up or you fall down, you just stand right back up, dust yourself off, and continue on forward without skipping a beat. It happens to me, it happens to the best of us. It makes you that much stronger as a person. And whatever wrongs that were done against you, you try to wear it as body armor. Oh, no doubt. Well, Florida is becoming the retirement state again because of the direction the economy took. For years, all your retirees would move down to Florida. But in the late 90s, that changed. Everybody started to go out to Phoenix, Arizona. That's why Phoenix, Arizona is 5 times bigger than what it used to be. They went down there, and now they're having water issues there because you're practically in the middle of the desert. So they stopped going to Phoenix, and the property values went up. And right around the same time Phoenix started to boom up, that's when a lot of retirees started going to Vegas. That's why when you look at Vegas now, it is really exploded. Henderson is as big as Las Vegas now because a lot of your retirees started to go out to Vegas. But their property property values skyrocketed too. And inflation happened, and your retirees are on a fixed income, and they either started working at the casinos to supplement their retirement, or because I know a bunch of retirees that went out there, or they just moved back home. And the ones that I knew that moved out there, they lived there for like about, it only took about 3 years, and they moved back. And they moved back to Ohio for a few years, and then they all just decided to go move to Florida. And they don't necessarily buy houses because the housing is through the roof. A lot of them had campers. So what they did was they hitched up their camper to their vehicle and drove down to Florida, and they live on a campgrounds in their camper. All they got to pay for is the plot that they set the camper on. I mean, it's nice, yeah, but you got to be used to living near a lot of people, and sometimes those people move away, and then somebody else moves their camper in. But the good thing is your house is mobile. The only thing I wouldn't look forward to is always having to empty out the sewer tank. That sounds like fun. I've seen it many a time in rest areas. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. No, that's disgusting. Pull the hose out from the side, and you hook it up to the hose into the sewer, that the line that they got there, and a lot of people don't clean that, and it's a mess. You empty out your sewer tank, and then you unhook the hose, and well, no, you don't unhook the hose yet. You dump a lot of water in the toilet, in the sink, in the shower you have in your bathroom to flush out whatever's still in that sewer tank in your camper. Which is that's a good idea, because you want to get everything out of there, and because if you don't, it's really going to get rancid on you, and or uh, the gas will build up inside that tank, and it'll turn into a freaking bomb on you. Yes, you have sewages in that tank for too long, the methane gas builds up in it, and it's just like a bomb. But just about every camping place you can find in Florida, you pull right in. There's usually an electrical line you can hook up to power the camper, and you hook up the sewer line, and or and you hook up the water line. They usually have that on every campsite you go to. Now, some across the country, not all of them have that though. That's why it's always good to have an APU unit, because you have an APU unit, you'll always have electricity regardless if it's plugged in or not. Like my truck is almost like a camper. I have an APU unit that when the truck is not running, I run the APU, and it keeps my truck powered. I mean, you always got power. What the APU unit does, it keeps your batteries charged to where when you shut it off and come up front to start the truck up, it cranks up right away instead of trying to start on a dead battery. But it also provides heat and air conditioning. Well, any truck can have an APU unit attached to it. Pretty simple. If you have an older model truck, regardless of what year, you get a blowtorch and you make a couple of holes. You measure the holes that'll hold the APU unit. You take a blowtorch and cut a hole in it so you can put a bolt through there, and that holds the APU unit to your truck. And then you just hook the lines up. It's pretty simple. But in a lot of instances, when you buy a new truck today, they by default come with an APU unit. They just charge you an extra 10 grand, and they ask you what type of APU unit would you like. But the majority of people go with what the same one I go with, and that's the Thermal King Evolution, because they did have the Rig Masters out there for a while, but nobody liked the Rig Master. They were loud and they broke down too much. There's a friend of mine, Danny, that lives in McGregor. A Rig Master and hated it. Thing is loud, but breaks down too easy. Not like the Thermal King. Yep. Yeah, everybody's probably asleep now on the other side of the planet, and everybody over here is probably gone to work. I got to stop at the next choke and puke. So I'm running out of bottled water. I can't tell you. I have a few people that show up to my live streams, but for the most part, there's hardly anybody ever shows up to my live streams. I think I have three, maybe, but the three rarely ever show up to my live stream, and one of them hasn't been here before. I don't recall, and I know another one showed up for the first time yesterday. That was unexpected. Oh boy. Oh, I see a love's coming up. A lot of places I stopped at, man, they're out of a lot of things. And it's like, man, I'm not eating this. I'd rather go hungry, and I'm not drinking that. It's like, that's all we got available. I can't have that, or I'm not going to drink and have that. No. Well, we're sorry. I'm like, yeah, I know it's not your fault. It's all about supply. All you guys can do is wait till the truck shows up, and when it shows up, y'all put it on the shelves, and the customers buy it all. It's not y'all's fault. Because I used to work retail, I know how it is. Wow. Uh, yeah, I'm just going to finish up an hour, and if by some miracle a bunch of people show up, I'll keep going. But if not, I'll probably end it in about 15 minutes. Anyway, Kyle, thanks for the conversation. I have to say that. It's predominantly been a one sided conversation. You've just been typing everything. Yeah, I miss the old days, the way things used to be on YT during the lockdowns, yes. But when the lockdowns ended, everybody slowly stopped coming to YT or quit it completely altogether. Sad thing is, I got hooked on it, so to speak. It's one of the only ways I can be sociable. And I have to say, I think I would like to think I've met some good friends here. Ugh. Yes, and a job like mine, Kyle, it it is a job, yes, but it's also a lifestyle, and you have to be strong mentally because when you're by yourself, your thoughts and your mind can wander, and it could take a turn really bad. It could turn really bad. There are some people that thought they could be a good driver, and they are. It's just mentally being away from family and kids or mom and dad or whatever. Some people cannot handle that, and depression sets in, and some of them, have mental issues because of it. That's why you got to be strong mentally to do this. For me, it's the only thing I don't like is the disconnect. Because I'm a sociable person, I like to make connections with people. Talk to them. Learn something from them. Believe it or not, you can always learn something from somebody that you didn't know before. And another thing is, you got to be strong stamina too. You got to have a lot of stamina, being able to drive long distances for a long period of time and not feel the need to fall asleep or nod off at the wheel. You start doing that, you kill some people out here. Like there are times when nobody's doing a live stream and I'm by myself driving. I'm not listening to music. You, some advanced drivers can do this. I don't recommend it, but I do it. You'll enter into this Zen way of being focused, and before you know it, 3 hours passed, and you don't remember those 3 hours. That's because you get so focused on what you're doing. You have this, all I can call it is like a Zen thing, where you're just locked in and focused, and you're not thinking about anything. You're just doing it. But in all honesty, I'd rather have and be in a live stream talking to some people. I'd rather be in that, doing that, than just sitting here. But in this industry, the object of the whole game, the number one focus is to keep moving. And that's what's good about this job is there are times you meet new people every day and the scenery changes. Yeah, I didn't even plan on doing a live stream right now. Some just hit me and said, go ahead and make a live stream. I'm like, nah, what the hell? I did it. I figured I'd just, do one for an hour, see what happens, and then just go back to the Zen. If you want to call it that, yes, 24/7. And the only time I'm officially off of work is whenever I take home time, which is very rare. And the people that have known me for 2, 3 years, they know that me going home is a rarity. And there's some people that vaguely know a little bit things about me, and it's like he's being secretive about his life. Where's the secret? Everybody sees what I do day in and day out. Even though I may not be on a live stream, you can pretty much well tell what I'm doing. It's either this or in my bunk asleep, maybe watching TV, or in the truck stop taking a shower or using the comfort room. Basically, that's it. Or delivering freight. Always on the move. That's why it was sounded like a joke the other day. That yeah, there are times that you roll into a truck stop and you're tired. You park it, you go to sleep, and you wake up in the morning and you're like, and you look out the window and you're like, where the hell am I? And you it takes a minute to remember where the hell you are. I mean, that's funny, yes, but it also could be scary because you think you just lost your mind or what. Oh, there's Dukes. Okay. But I'll be hitting this Loves before Dukes, I think. Or it's on the same exit as Dukes. Got a CMV station coming up. Commercial Motor Vehicle, CMV for short. Even the QC is alerting to it. It's probably not open because, yeah, I'm bypassed. A lot of scale houses have been closed through the holidays. I don't suspect any of them are going to open up until after the first of the year because a lot of drivers are staying home until after the New Year's. Well, I got bypassed. This one's open. See, it says all commercial vehicles and buses stop ahead when flashing, but I got bypassed. Oh, that sucks. But this is one state. If you're not bypassed, they're out there doing inspections and everything. If you're not bypassed and you don't stop in, yes, they will come after you, and they're relentless about it. The reason is because this is a border state. And yes, they do catch commercial drivers with illegals in the back of their truck. Hi, Ryan.
Hello. Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Did you finally make it to Fort Worth?
No. I thought I was going to get this load repowered because I made it to Texarkana. What it is I'm working on recapped hours, and I was totally out of hours. He couldn't find a repower for it, so they moved my appointment to later on tonight, which is okay.
Oh, no.
I'll be able to deliver. Well, I'll be able to deliver the load, and it doesn't bother me. It's just sometimes that's what happens in the end.
Yeah, sometimes these things happen, you can't change it, can you? Oh. Dear me. Well, it made it up to 60 degrees here again.
What temperature is it?
60.
And I'm further south than you. I'm closer to the equator than you. And it's 40 here in Texas.
Woohoo!
That's weird. I should be having 60-degree weather. You should be having the 40. This makes no sense.
We said, yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I just come in my head, just say, go ahead and make a live stream again. But nobody else was doing one. So
yeah, might as well.
I always pick the wrong ass end of time to do it because either everybody's going to sleep or going to work.
Yeah.
Or at work already, or they're already asleep.
Well, it must be a 6-hour difference. What time is it there? 9:30?
I'm in Central Time Zone. I'm not in Eastern.
No, I know. So you're at what? 9:30? Yeah, you're 9:30.
Yeah, it's 3 in the afternoon where you're at, right?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, it's starting to get dark already.
Yeah, the last time I was down here, I went to Laredo, and I did a live stream along the border there, and Mimi stayed with me the entire time. She thought it was interesting, and I kept
Oh
saying to
wow.
Mimi, I was like, Mimi, because I was going from McAllen, Texas, which is the very southern tip, to
Yeah.
Laredo, and I was along the border there. I said, "Do you see anybody running across the border here?" There was nobody, nothing.
Mm.
But we did see these blimps along the border, which was weird.
Yeah. No, I've been to McAllen before in 2017. We had a family friend who was married, who got married there. So we went before the island, and it was oh my god, I think it was like 105 degrees every day we were there, and it only got down to 80 during the night.
Yeah, it's always warm down there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like being in Miami in southern Texas.
Well, yeah, because it's not the same humidity during the day, but it really rises during the night. But yeah, no, it was hot when we were there.
Yeah, I've noticed as I've gotten older, I've gotten a little bit less and less tolerant to cold. The heat really doesn't bother
Yeah,
me as much, unless I get into 130-degree weather, like when out there in New Mexico.
yeah,
Ryan,
no.
Ryan, can you do me a favor? Are you able to copy and paste the StreamYard link?
I'm not able to because I'm not a moderator, am I? I'm so sorry, Sean.
Oh no, that's all right. I'm gonna figure out how to share. There, come up here.
You
There
got
we
it?
go. I got it. Yes.
Yeah, I am. I am in the UK, KK, but I'm not from here. I'm South African born, but I've been here for years. I'll be moving over to Maine hopefully by July, August time.
Yeah, something I learned about the Australians, which is true. They're like the English version rednecks.
Yeah.
There's
You got that
a redneck
nailed on the head.
English. You say that, and the prime minister would say, "Well, you need to go down to Alabama." And so the people from Alabama are pissed off at the prime minister.
Yeah. Oh, KK just asked if they could come up on panel for a little bit.
Well, I dropped the link.
Yep. Take it as a yes. I'm going to get my laptop quickly because my phone runs out of charge extremely quickly with StreamYard. Oh. Oh, no. Right.
Oh, exit 147 is the Loves. Man, I'm getting on the radio. Break for a radio check. Oh, damn, we can't get no love at the Loves here.
There we go.
Ow.
Oh.
Hold on, guys. I see you there. The red dot went off. Come on, man. There we go. I got everybody in.
Hey, Sean. Good morning. And Ryan Steinhardt. Good morning to you.
Good afternoon. But
good afternoon. Where are you right now? Are you in UK or in...
We're at 20 to 4 in the afternoon. It's starting to get dark outside.
So you are in UK or in US?
No,
okay.
UK at the minute will be in the US in a few months.
I have relatives in UK. They're from Nottingham, and the other one is from Shetland.
Share?
Nowhere near to me. That's like 5 hours. 5 hours in the car from here.
Yeah. If you haven't met Ryan yet, he's from Jerry Boy TV. That's how I met Ryan.
Ah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I remember Jerry Boy.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Kyle.
Hey,
He's the only skull.
how are you?
Mm-hmm. I'm very happy that you're live, Sean.
Well, I didn't have anything else to do. But
Did
I'm
you
not going
invite
to
Sammy
allow.
for this? Huh?
Send her the link. I forgot to send it to her. I figured she would have got a notification. Well, anyway, I'm not going to
Okay.
allow what happened to me yesterday. Yesterday was totally unexpected, and I missed my turn to take the bypass around Little Rock. I missed my turn twice.
Wow.
No.
As soon as I got
Oh, geez.
my turn, I'm like, I just missed my turn. So I went to the next exit, turned around, come back the other way, and I missed it again, the same turn. It's only talking a couple miles here. So I was going to turn around, but there's the Petro there. I went ahead and ended my live stream at that Petro. And
Yeah.
I used I had to take a 10-100, and I got some coffee, and I was just laughing at myself because I don't do that.
No, I
I
know.
was-
And I mean, like, I know a few people would be there, like, oh, it's only a few miles, but you got to think, if you're self-employed, time is money.
I'm not worried
Yeah.
about that. I was laughing at because I was so distracted. My driving's good. My driving is good. However, if I get distracted, the only thing that would happen is I miss my turn.
Yeah. But
I just sent
Sean,
it
I'm
now
just
to.
gonna
I just
I'm
sent
just
it
going
now
to
to
move to the
Sammy.
laptop.
Cher, I gave you the blue jacket, didn't I?
Yeah.
Good. You can copy and paste the link if need be. For me.
It always,
Yeah. I already sent to Sammy the live stream. So let's see if she will come up or what, because it's almost 11:43 in the midnight here. Maybe she's sleeping, or maybe
Or,
she's in the bar.
or they just don't want to join in and they hate me. In truth.
Why they hating you?
I don't know.
I guess he's saying that just for excuse, maybe.
Okay, the whole fuel island's loaded up, so I'm just going to park along the red line here. And you guys just have fun, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, no
Ryan.
problem.
There, I got Ryan
I
back.
was going to say, please don't, please don't not notice me and go in.
Well, I saw the red dot. If the red
Yeah.
dot don't show up, I don't know anybody's there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, I saw the red dot too.
But you guys go ahead and talk. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
no
problem.
worries.
No problem. I've got to get my plane ticket to the States for next year.
Are you going to transfer in US?
Well, I'm going to live there at some point next year, but I have family, so I'm going to have to go there either way next year, if you know what I mean. There goes Sean.
How old are you, if you don't mind?
I'm 20. I'm going to be 21.
Yeah, you're
in-
very young. Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
well,
you.
don't
Okay.
look at- hang on. Look at the state of me. Hang on. I ain't got no
I,
hair.
oh,
I'm bald.
yeah, I added you already in. I followed you already in.
Yeah. Come over here and get this.
My God, you're almost my son.
Yeah.
No, my daughter is 21. Yeah.
Yeah, well, do you know, the thing is, right, like, whenever, like, I meet people from, like, off social media for the first time, you
Mhm.
know, like, if they don't know my age, if I, like, bump into someone and start talking to them because I'm bold, I'm 6'7", Do you know? I've got a beard and all
Six
that.
foot, 6'7"? Wow, you're so tall.
203 meters. Well, 203 centimeters.
So who's tall in your family? Your father or your mother?
Both. My mum's 6'2" and my father was 6'11".
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so.
Do you have any girlfriend in US? That's why you are transferring?
No, I'm moving to the US because of my family. Because there's no one here.
Ah, your family was in US now?
Yeah, my family are in the US, so.
Oh, wow. What is the reason why they transferred there?
Oh, they're not from England originally. My grandparents were both born in Germany,
Ah,
and then my parents were born in South Africa, and so was I. I was born in South Africa too.
that's why you're good looking.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks. So yeah, no, I'm transferring to the US because of my family.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why I'm going over there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my daughter is 21 and yeah, she's I don't know, she's my only daughter, you know.
Yeah.
Because I'm a single mother.
Yeah, no, but yeah, my mum's a single mother too. My dad, he died in 2011, so it's just been
Oh, sorry to hear that.
yeah. No, so it's just been us for 12, nearly 13 years now.
Mhm.
So
Are you the
That's
only
terrible.
child?
I am, yeah. Well, I'm adopted as well, so not even my real family, but do you know,
Mhm.
I was only 16 months, so
Are you adopted?
yeah, I got adopted when I was 16 months. So
Oh, nice.
So my question is, did you try to find your parents?
no, they're not alive either. So
Okay. Sorry about that. I shouldn't ask that.
that's all right.
That's
Not a problem.
terrible.
I think it's nice in a way. It's nice, and it's nice to like have that happen when you're so young. You don't understand, so you don't like know what's going on. Do you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Because if you're like 9 or 10 years old, then you know what's going on, and then do you know. But because I was so
Yeah.
young, nothing. I remember nothing of it. So.
Yeah. I'm so happy to meet you here. You're a
Well,
very nice guy.
no, I appreciate it. Oh, my laptop had a glitch just there.
I
There we
just
go.
subscribed to you already.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I think I subscribed back to you as well. Let me just make sure. Let me make sure.
Mhm.
Let me just make sure. Yeah, I got you. I got you on here. Cool. So, how was everyone's Christmas?
My Christmas was good.
Good.
How about yours?
Oh, it was alright. I did the classic English thing. I went to the pub and just had a drink.
Nice.
Look, my ethnicity and my nationality might not be English, but I've lived here for pretty much all my life. So
It's
you
fine.
can speak German.
no,
No.
I can't speak German. Every single other family member of mine can, except me. Except
Wonder why.
well, no, I actually wonder why as well, because what is it? When I'm around them, they speak German, and I've heard them speak German in conversations thousands of times, but I just haven't been able to pick it up at all.
Yeah.
So no, I only speak a tiny bit of Afrikaans and English, and that's it. So I speak.
But you're very good looking. That's it. Sorry if I keep on repeating it.
Appreciate it. Oh. But yeah, well, no, it's very, very difficult as well because most women find me too tough.
Yeah, I'm very happy to meet you here because have you been in Blessed Life lately, or you just alive only? You just join only to stick on.
Oh, no, well, I mean, I've had relationships before and stuff, but I mean, a lot of them have just like been, well, not worked, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, what was it? Yeah, because even what was it? It was only 2 months ago. I got a date, and I went into the place, and yeah, she took one look at me and she said, "Stand up." So I was wearing Air Forces, so I was technically like 6'9" and a bit that day. So she looked at me and she left. She didn't even say goodbye. She just got her handbag and walked out. And I was there
Your
like,
date?
I'll be back in 1
okay
second.
then. I was like, okay then. Do you
Maybe
know?
your date is scared to you because you're a big guy.
Do you know what? No. I need to date a lady from the Netherlands because they're about 6'1".
Yeah.
There you go.
But you can try also Filipina.
Mm.
Filipinas
Yeah, do you know what?
are not afraid for the tall guys.
Mm.
Actually, they love it.
Yeah, I need to visit the Philippines. I never have. I don't know why. It's always been on my bucket list. I need to.
Try
Do you know?
try to visit here. Try to visit Manila,
Mm. Do you know
and we
what?
will meet you.
That's on my things to do next year. Visit Melina.
I hope I can meet you,
That'd be fun.
so we can collab. And then I will invite also Blessed Life.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Just my friendly advice to you: if you're in Manila, you have to be attentive. You have to take care of your things. Don't
No,
talk
of
too much
course.
to stranger, and
No, of course.
don't bring girls that you don't know,
No,
especially
I
coming
know.
from the bar.
Well, no, I mean, I went to where did I go to? I went to Papua New Guinea, and woohoo!
I'm back.
Jeez. Yeah, I went into the woodlands in Papua New Guinea, and yeah, I was gone. I left 4 days early.
Someone have a bird in the background?
That's my bird,
Oh,
Kyle.
oh okay.
Kyle, how are you now?
Oh,
Sorry?
there we go. It's pitch dark outside now.
My God, you're very tall.
No,
You're almost a giant.
it's 62 degrees now. It's actually warmed up a little bit.
You know what, Ryan? Do you remember those scary movies like the Halloween,
Yes.
Halloween, the boogeyman and the aliens and the predator?
Yeah.
Mostly their height is around 6'7" and 6'9".
Wow. Yeah, no, it's awfully. Do you know what? The weather has been absolutely ridiculous.
Okay.
I mean, we usually don't make it above 45 degrees here during these months, and it's been 60 for 7 days in a row already.
Is that cold or hot in your place?
Do you know what? 60 degrees. It's comfortable. It's a little bit on the breezy side, but it's very warm for this time of the year. It is very warm for this time of the year.
If you're coming to the Philippines, ask Sean. Sean knows everything because it's been here.
Oh no, I will most definitely ask Sean about like where to visit and stuff when I do, because I really need to. It's on my bucket list. Oh, Sean's back.
Yeah, this moron
back.
got me blocked in now.
Oh, really?
Oh god.
To my right here? Yeah, he's got me blocked in, and there's somebody parked behind me. So I can't get out now. I just had an idea about, maybe I should have took you guys to the restroom with me.
Yeah.
And then I could title it "Sounds from the Truck Stop Bathroom." The word, the good thing is,
Sean. Next time.
well, the good thing is y'all won't be able to knows what it smells like in there. But you hear the grunts and the
because we can't smoke.
yeah, you're hearing some truck drivers going. "Ugh!"
Hey,
Yeah.
son, Sammy messaged me. She was live lately, and we didn't come.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's like,
Oh, yeah.
"Whoa!"
Sean, have you heard from that certain person or not? You
Heard from who?
on Christmas Day.
Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Christmas Day.
You know how you were getting blamed and stuff from someone starting with R? Do you want me? I'll put it in the private chat. Oh, hello.
Yeah, sure. I'm getting blamed by a lot of people, so that's still
There you
vague. I'm still getting blamed by all kinds of people for all kinds of things.
Yeah, I'll put it in the private chat.
Have you ever done anything to those particular people?
Not that I know of.
Hey, Shah.
That's odd.
Let me do this here.
Are you smoking a vape,
I
Ryan?
am. Yeah, I know. It's terrible, isn't it? Terrible.
Me.
There you go. There's my awful beard.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah. Sean, this is almost my son. He's 20 years old, and my daughter's
sorry?
21. Ryan is almost my son. My daughter's
Is that
21.
private chat?
Yeah, I did in the private chat.
Oh yeah, yeah. That live stream took a weird turn. I titled it, let's see what's under the Christmas tree. It's the only thing I can come up with. And I didn't think anybody was going to show up. It was Christmas Day, for God's sake.
Well, I gave him a message and I gave him a very, very, very big warning about the next time he talks to me like that. And he shat himself. He said sorry about 50 times in that one message.
He's drunk.
Yeah, but it only took me about 5 minutes, and I figured out he was inebriated. And I'm like, hey, what's going on here?
No,
My live stream just took a turn for the weird, But I just said, I'll keep it going. The heck with it, And then you and Jerry Boy came to the rescue.
Yeah.
Nice to see Kyle.
I like what Jerry Boy said when he came up. First thing he said was, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Yeah,
it was funny how he said it.
Well, here you go. This is what I look like against a door frame, guys.
Oh, I did something similar to that. I think I showed it to Sheer.
Jesus, you're so tall.
Yeah, he's like me. Our head just barely misses the top of the door frame.
You're so tall. God, you're giant.
I know if I don't look, I'll whack my head on it.
Yeah, you got to take a picture in, like I did, in the door frame. Sheer and a couple others saw me do that, and they couldn't believe how tall I was. I said, yeah, My head's that close to the top of the door frame,
Yeah.
so that gives them an idea.
Well, it's like the other day someone tried to say that they was 6'5" to me, and they came up to my chin. I was there like, right, because I look really. I don't look, no, because when I'm sat down, I don't look that tall, but it's when I stand up because I wear what is it? My jeans are 44 inches long.
Yeah, you're taller
Oh.
than me though, right? I think you're taller than me, Ryan, right?
Yeah, 6'7".
Yeah, you're 6'7".
Hey, Sean, since if ever your daughter is single, you can recommend it to Ryan. But Beth is already have a boyfriend, right?
Yeah. She's 19.
Yeah, 19. It's perfect.
Gonna be going
Perfect
to
age.
Uh-huh. Gonna be going to college.
Sorry, Ryan. I'm just being silly here. Okay.
That's all right. We're all allowed to
But-
be silly now and then, can't we?
But when I showed my kids and the trolls saw me show a picture of my kids, I still like that and I use it as a good joke. It was Gogo Bobo that said, "How can somebody like you have such cute kids?" And I said, "That's easy, Gogo Bobo, doggy style." I'm like, you can't argue with that.
You can't argue with that. That's
Well, see,
Style.
well, I make them look foolish is what I do, and at the same
Yeah.
time, I'm looking like an ass too. But you got to admit that's funny. And if you don't think so,
Yeah.
check your pulse.
Doggy.
That's the only answer I come up with. It popped in my head. I'm like, well, that's the only way you could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's a lot.
It's been a long time I never seen Kyle. I think the last time I've seen Kyle was in Darren Dobson, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Oh, there you
It's
go, Sean. Finally,
It's been about 6
Dingbat's
months.
moving.
Oh, it's been a while since
Yeah, I haven't seen
It's been
Kyle
a
in
long
probably
time
8
since I've been
months.
here because I've been busy with a lot of stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, it's been
Although
a while. I missed you
Yeah,
guys.
his new name KK. I've seen it before, but I didn't realize it was him. I thought it was somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, I will introduce to you to my my
I
other
just got
son.
over 1,000 subs just about a couple weeks
His name is
ago.
Jeff. Actually, it's my bird. Like, Jeff, come here, Jeff.
Well, the guy moved out of my way, but I'm still blocked in by these other two idiots waiting to get into the fuel island.
Oh, you're joking.
Nope. He smiled and waved at me. I was
Bye.
like, I waved back and said, "That's okay." Yeah.
So there's not a
Yeah, this is my other
Sean,
bird. This
so there's not a way for
What
you
you
to
should
back
do
up.
is just lay on the horn, and then if they turn, just like pretend you're just asleep on the horn, and then go.
say hello, say
Oh,
hello.
look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. Oh.
No, this is a
I don't
baby.
think that's-
This is a baby
Yeah, I
green
know.
chick conure.
Oh.
And this is more on hand feeding,
Oh,
you know.
that's so cute.
Oh, jeez.
That's so cool.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's nice. How long did you have that bird?
Yes. Remember Sansuber. Sansuber has a
How
sun
long did you
conure.
have
This
that
is
bird
green
for?
chick conure. Oh, guys, I have to go now. Okay. Someone is calling me.
Boyfriend.
Bye, everyone.
Nice to meet you.
Her boyfriend's calling her.
Oh, okay.
No
Have a good
doubt,
night.
because they all have them.
Probably.
If this NFI pulls up, I can
Could
go
be one
right
of
through
our
the
friends
scale and
still.
get out of here.
Oh my God, Sean, it's gone up. It's 64 degrees now. Wow.
Yeah, it's gotten 4 degrees warmer. It's 44
Yeah, there
here.
you go. It's trying to. Could you? Texas is colder than England. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's ridiculous.
It's 59
Wow.
over. It's 59 over here.
Yeah, that's like the sun shining and warm up there in Alaska, and it's snowing in the Philippines. That's about how much that makes sense.
Well, yeah. What is it? Alaska actually has a warmer July and August average than here, but I mean, I think what is it? I think the highest it got where I live is 107 this year and 90 during the night, which. Woo-hoo!
Oh man, come on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'd be laying on the horn right now.
I mean, I could have blocked the fuel island myself
I
and
would
been
have
out of here,
just
but
went out there. Hey, can you just
the drivers are perfectly aware what's going around
this message is
them.
crazy?
Yeah, they just don't give a shit. Excuse my
Yes.
language. They don't. They don't.
That's why at times you got to show a little patience.
Yeah. Oh, it's like the song from Take That.
Right.
Have a little patience for me. Yes, Lord.
Let me see here if I can. Whoop.
Oh, maybe. You
Go over there.
They're just going to stop
Oh,
right there. Oh, we might be getting
Yeah.
somewhere.
No,
No,
not really.
no. Okay. Wow. So you pulled out and you moved over 3 meters to the left. Wow.
Yeah, the
Great
guy in the
job.
flatbed's pulling up, and he's going to pull in, and I'm going out. There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
And the
Got
girl's
that
going
on-
to say, first, I'm going to go across the scale here. She's going to go, first way, reway. First way. All right, I got your number. Come up and get off the scale. I'm like, okay. First way. You're overweight. Well, stop feeding us that garbage in the truck stop.
Felt like 10 minutes or 15.
Yeah. Oh, tomorrow's forecast. Hey, there you go, Sean. Tomorrow's forecast. 39 degrees. There
That's the
we go.
high or the low?
That's the high. Back to the usual self. So, wow, it's going to drop from 64 to 39 by 6 in the morning.
Yeah, no. Are you going to let me out so I can let you in?
Jeez.
There you go, douche. Because if you tried to come in here, you would have took my hood off.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, dude.
Oh.
That would have not been good.
Yeah, but I think some of the guys came back to work a little bit early instead of waiting until after the first of the year.
Yeah.
A lot of them take off Christmas and don't come back until after the new year.
What the hell?
Yeah, man, I just thought of that. Maybe that might be an interesting live stream. No one's ever done it before. Take you all to the truck stop restroom. You can hear the sounds and the disgustingness, but you won't be able to smell it, thank God.
Oh my word! Sorry, Mimi's
Take
been
your-
in the chat. She just messaged me. No, hang on.
I mean, I've taken people in a live stream into the shower room,
Yeah,
but I
Mimi
turned the camera off.
Yeah, Mimi says hello, Sean.
Oh,
Oh, hello, Mimi.
I'm so sorry, Mimi. I didn't look either.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it was JB. JB was in my or no, I was in JB's live stream, and it happened when I was in the shower room, and I had the camera off. You saw my avatar, and I came back to the phone and I said, "JB, this is a first." She was like, "What?" I've never stood naked in front of a Panay before. She couldn't see me, but I could see her. You know.
Sorry, Mimi, I wasn't looking at the chat. I feel like such an asshole now.
I mean, I was telling the truth. I mean, at least I didn't have the camera on.
But it's a good thing you had the camera off, so that's good.
But I had to mention it.
So
And I was
I
like-
look Russian apparently to Miriam.
I was like, wow, that's the closest I ever
Right.
come to having sex in 7 years.
Oh, Sean. Oh, yes, please, Mimi. No, I'm absolutely exhausted. I was out for a good 6 hours this morning, shopping and looking around stores.
I must say, I thank everybody for coming in. Didn't think anybody was ever going to show up. Like I said, everybody's either asleep or going to sleep, or was asleep and just woke up and going back to sleep, or they're at work or about ready to go to work.
Mm. It's up till 7 in the morning. So, so you went to bed, Mimi, when I left. Mine. Well, yeah, I finally have bought a new bed which won't break during the middle of the night. £1,100. Jeez, it's just so
Wow.
expensive. Yeah, it's not cheap at all.
Some beds are pretty expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it was what was it before I came on the live stream? Look what happened again. I sat down and my bed snapped. So
Did it break in half?
Oh, that sucks.
yeah, it's bending it. So probably in the next 3 or 4 times that does go, it's going to snap completely, and then I'm going to have to sleep on the floor until the 20th of January.
Yeah, I would've-
But then you got to think as well. I know I don't look it, but I weigh about 300 pounds. So
yeah.
I will admit, I've broken a couple of beds in my day, but it wasn't from sitting on it or sleeping on it.
I think I know where you're getting at, Sean.
Well, one of the girls I was with broke the freaking headboard.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, she broke the headboard, and I'm like, holy Christ, how'd you do that?
Yeah, I might have to, Mimi, to be honest with you. Because I wasn't supposed to be getting up till 6:30, and well, I got woken up from going through the bed at like 4 this morning.
I gotta warn you, when that happens, you break the bed, a couple of the legs snap off, and the bed slams and hits the floor. You'll stop for a second, and you'll be like, "Oh, the hell with it," and just keep going.
Well, at least this bit will make a good fire. Just do a bonfire. Yeah.
Oh, and since we're on that topic briefly, word of advice: try it if you want for the experience, but I recommend not to. Don't do it in a water bed
Oh, sorry, Sean. You
because
cut out
water
there.
slush.
You're cutting out, John.
Okay. I still cover.
Oh,
Still,
You're probably getting the same thing.
yeah. Give it a second, Sean. You're
No,
just breaking up.
uh, Eastern Texas for you. Says I got
Yeah.
5G.
There you go. You're back now.
Is that better?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can do it for the experience, but I recommend not doing it. Don't fool around on a waterbed.
Nope. Uh-oh.
Whoops.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's going to be... Yeah, he might have to pull over and... Oops. No, I remember, what was it, when I went camping? This is the reason why I don't camp anymore.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Well, at least I thought somebody was in the background. Okay. I saw the red dot. Am I coming through clear now?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, let me try this again. I recommend not to, but you're more than welcome to try for the experience. But my experience, do not play around with a girl on a waterbed because the water sloshing around inside the mattress throws your rhythm off, and or it could throw you off the bed. You get that waves going in that water bed, and when the wave comes back at you and you're on the backstroke, you'll come right up off the bed and you'll be standing up. It happened to me. I was going to town on the bed, and then all of a sudden, before I knew it, I was standing on the floor next to the bed.
Oh,
And I was like, I'm laughing. I'm like, how the hell did this happen? And I'm like, hey, darling, let's go in the living room on the couch.
Yeah.
this water bed just ain't cutting it. No.
Well, no, I remember when I went camping for the first time and my last time ever. I had an air mattress in my tent, and well, I woke up on the river next to the campsite. My friends had moved me into the river, and I was sailing on it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
And when I talk to God because I'm in my own thoughts most of the time here, and me and him get into some good arguments. And one of those why is I asked the question, why is all this weird stuff happen to me?
Oh, well, no, do you know what? It's funny that you mentioned about God, because the first time I did it with a we did we done it in the disabled toilets in a church.
Oh my God. Hey, you got to pick your spots. I pulled around.
What? Sean, what do you think those handrails are for? More exotic positioning.
Yeah, I had one experience in a McDonald's bathroom right off where the kids' tubes area are. You know, the fun place where they have the tubes and everything for the kids. Well, there's a restroom right off there. It's just something that me and the ex did at one time. It's like, whoa, that was years ago.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. And somebody comes up with a rap song that mentions that having sex in a Burger King restroom. I'm like, nope, but I did it in a McDonald's restroom.
Hey,
It's like,
Crusher.
hey, I mean, I didn't plan that. That's just something that the girl planned and she did it, and I'm not gonna say no. I'm like, okay.
Hmm. Creature was in the chat saying hello.
Yeah, but I don't recommend using the sink.
No.
The floor is uncomfortable, but that's the most safe way because I sat on the toilet and she was on top, and right before I was about ready to finish, I slipped down the side and fell off the toilet, and the toilet flushed at the same time. It was ridiculous. But I always say that, I'm like, why do all these weird things happen to me? Can I ever have a normal moment like everybody else?
Right.
Pardon me. Jesus.
Oh, so where are you heading now then, Sean?
Fort Worth, Texas.
Oh, you are heading
Deliver,
there. Okay.
yeah, deliver this Chobani yogurt. They can take me when I get there, or they may make me wait till later on tonight when it was rescheduled, which is okay. And a couple things can happen. I end up staying in the Dallas Fort Worth area and do a 34-hour reset, or he gives me a short load to like Laredo or Oklahoma City or something like that.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing a 34-hour reset, I just want to be in a good spot where I
Yeah.
can, probably get a rental car and find a club that's got karaoke and enjoy a
nice.
night out.
Yeah. Got to be done now and again. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I'm heading to London on.
Yeah, I shared the story the last time I was in Vegas when I got that Lamborghini.
Yeah.
And the majority of the crowd, I was the only so-called white dude there. I'm only half white, but the majority of the crowd was all Asians of all sorts, mostly Japanese. And it's funny when you got all these eyes on you at the same time, which it doesn't bother me. I think it's funny. It looks funny, And I get up there and karaoke a great tune, and all the girls, yeah, and they scream and everything. And I look at the one up front, and I point to her after the end of the song. I'm like, "Did you understand that? do you speak English?"
Ooh, pardon me.
But sometimes if you ever play in a band and you just say things without even thinking, and then you think for a second, I can't believe I just said that. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you just let it go. And as the song was starting, before the lyrics, I'm like, oh my God, I've never had so many pretty eyes looking at me all at the same time. And only a couple of them reacted, and the ones that reacted, I'm assuming they understood English, and because the other ones really didn't react, I'm like, they probably don't speak English. But here's the thing: you're totally out of your element. You might as well be in another country in a club like that. But I had a great time.
Mm.
The furthest I got with any of them was I got their name and I put my hand on my chest and said my name. They understand that's universal.
Yeah.
And that's about as far as the conversation went. Only thing they really did was speaking in Japanese or Korean and smiling at me and everything. I'm like, and I look at the bartender, I'm like, do you know what they're saying?
Yeah. And the bartender's there like, huh?
Yeah, but the barkeep, he liked me. He was bilingual. He goes, I can speak every Asian language there is. And I'm like, really? Like, whoa. And he was an American. Spoke clear English,
Really?
but he spoke
Oh,
all the
wow.
languages. Yeah. And I tipped him really good, which I normally do, but I tipped him a little extra for saying, hey, man, thanks for translating that. He goes, it's a shame you don't speak the language because I think a lot of these ladies like you. And I'm like, really? I said, well,
Yeah.
I wish I lived in Star Trek where they had the universal translator. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could be sitting down in front of all these Asian ladies and tell them about the theory of relativity in English, and they wouldn't have a clue.
No.
They think that you're trying to say some romantic shit to them, but you're talking about E equals MC squared and Einstein and all this other crap, and they don't have a clue.
Yeah.
But one thing I would never do, I would never say anything bad to them, and I would never use profanity.
No.
Because I wouldn't want that done to me either.
No. Well, yeah. No, of course.
Even though they don't know what I'm saying. But now some Japanese will throw you for a loop. They speak clear English, but when you first meet them, they'll act like they don't speak English. That's to test you to see, is this bastard going to be an asshole or is he going to be for real? That's why.
Well, yeah, no, Sean, this happened literally yesterday, right, in town. What was it? There was these, I think they were Chinese or like, I think Chinese couple, And some, like gobby little teenager went up to them, started asking. They went, "China, China, you from China?" And he nodded, and he started going, "Wanker, wanker" to him. And this guy literally went, "You say what to me now, motherfucker?"
Oh, jeez.
I was laughing my ass off.
Yeah, when I was in Japan with Barry before he went to the Philippines, we spent 3 days there because his brother lives there. His brother's also British, but he married a Japanese woman, and when they retired, they moved to Japan. And not only that, to help take care of her elderly parents. And me and Barry went to the house, and I was like, yes, I know the culture. And I took my shoes off and walked on that hardwood floor. And everybody knows you walk on a hardwood floor in cotton socks is like walking on ice.
Yeah.
I did the splits, and thank God I played hockey because I could still sort of do the split still, but I'm pretty limber. But I hit the floor, boom. And there's nothing funnier than that Japanese couple coming out of the bedroom. Their eyes are real big, and they're saying something in Japanese. And they look over at the brother-in-law, and they see this big guy sitting on the floor with his shoes in his hand. And I said, "Konnichiwa," and I bowed, and he laughs and he goes, "They just thought it was an earthquake." by the end of the first day, after everything that happened to me, his father-in-law gave me a nickname called. It was actually, clumsy. The word klutz is short for clumsy. But with his Japanese accent, he was saying "klutz."
Yeah.
But the day we were leaving, getting on the plane to go to the Philippines, he walks up to me and shakes my hand, and he speaks perfect, clear English. And he thanked me. He said, "Me and my wife haven't laughed this much in 3 days than we had in the past 10 years." And I'm like,
Wow.
"Really? Or is that a joke?" He goes, "No, I'm for real." He goes, "That's for real."
Wow.
And I'm like, "That would also be a good joke," is what I told him.
Yeah.
But no, I love Japan.
Yeah.
I love Japan as much as I did the Philippines.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Japan is it's very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, the funny thing was, Barry told me about it. He goes, "You stick out like a sore thumb here. I'm not walking near you." We're walking downtown, and I'm trying to talk to people, and I'm like, "Is there anybody understanding a word I'm saying here?" And this
Did they just look up at you and nod? Like, did they just go?
no, nobody really responded. There were people looking at me, but there was a female behind me saying, "I can understand you." I thought it was Western. No, she was Japanese. I'm like, "Oh, nice to meet you."
Hang on. Nihon jisudo. That means I am Japanese.
Now, being around it as much as we are and hanging around Filipinos, it doesn't sound like gibberish anymore after a while.
No.
I can make out the words. I just don't know what they mean.
Yeah.
And somebody told me that's the first step. You start making out words, but you don't know what they mean yet.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And I notice in the Japanese language, a lot of times when they say something, it's always end in mas. And I'm like, what does that mean?
Oh, here you go. Tawagoto. Jesus, you have to say all of that just to say shit. Tawagoto.
Well, yeah. A lot of people usually learn the bad words first.
Yeah. Hang on. Kuso.
or they learn the profanity
Kuso.
first.
Probably.
Kuso.
But I notice whenever you make a person that's Japanese angry, what you hear is this. Yo!
Bang on.
Big boy, come here! I don't know what that means. I guess it's just a noise to get your attention.
Yeah.
A yo, whatever that means. I don't know. I'm guessing it means hey you, is what I'm going to guess.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
Oh, there's the Ocean Spray Company
Oh,
and Saputo.
Saputo.
Yeah, Ocean Spray. They make the good fruity drinks
Mm.
like grape juice, apple juice. I don't get this. Maybe I should have stayed in the damn truck stop restroom because a lot of people showed up, and when I came back, everybody left. Isn't that a kick in the nut? That's a kick in the nuts. What am I that much of a disease? Jesus.
Oh, excuse me.
Sounded just like the truck stop restroom, but not as bad.
Yeah.
The truck stop bathroom's worse. You get some of these guys in the stalls going, "Ugh," and all of a sudden, like, ugh.
Well, what was it? When I was at the bed store, I decided to go up the elevator for people, who are handicapped, because I thought, hell with it, I can't be bothered to walk all the way to the entrance of the store and walk up the stairs. And I absolutely gassed it out. And this poor... when I got to the top floor, this poor old woman was waiting for me. I opened up the door and she smiled at me and I was like... I feel so bad. I bet that was horrible.
But that-
it's just...
One of the strangest things that happened to me in Japan, we were all sitting at this restaurant, and I was sitting at the side because one of the sons, his brother-in-law, Barry's brother's brother-in-law, loved the boots I had on. And so I turned to the side of the chair, and I was showing him my boots, and he was like, "Wow, these are so big." I said, "That's one of the benefits of going to a country like yours is I know nobody will steal my clothes or my shoes because they won't fit. They'll fit, but they're going to make it look like he's got a pair of clown shoes on."
Yeah.
It's not really going to work out too well. But as I was doing that, this girl came up to me, and I know she had to have been in her 20s or 30s. Gorgeous Japanese girl. She puts her hand on my left cheek and pushes my face up to look at her. And she just gets right close to my face, looking me eye to eye. And she said something in Japanese, and then she just moved away, and then she just kept staring at me. I'm like, "What's this all about?" It was like this girl. I thought this girl was going to be kissing me, and I was like, "Whoa," No, she just got right close to my face and looked me eye to eye. What it is she liked your eyes, and I'm like, well, if she asked me, I would have looked at her to show them to her.
Yeah.
But no, some girls do that. They'll get right up on you like that to look you in the eye, and I'm like,
Right.
Okay, that's weird. I said that's never happened to me before.
So I guess that's the first.
Yeah, whenever you go to another country, some things are going to happen that has never happened to you before, and probably won't happen again.
Hope not.
Well, yeah, no, because what was it? I've had someone. I remember I was at McDonald's once in the States, and someone went right by, tapped their card, and paid for my food. I was there like, thanks. If you order something in the UK and you're like a penny off of the total, they tell you to fuck off. They just go fuck off. No, hang
Cher,
on.
are you still in here? Cher, you got the link. Come back to the panel. Wait a minute. Is Blessed Life in here? I didn't know that.
Earlier, yeah.
Well, no, I'm looking at the chat right now. Cher is here, back, and she said hello at Blessed Life. I didn't know Blessed Life was in here.
Hey,
That's because I really don't get to look at the chat. I'm mostly looking at the road. Cher, you got the link. If you want to come up to the panel, come back. Oh, crap. Oh, there she is. I hate that when I tap something on the phone and it doesn't
Hi.
work. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah, sorry, I have a phone call, so I need to drop. Okay, so how you doing?
That was your boyfriend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
See, I was right.
Yeah. I have to answer. Where are you heading now, son?
I'm headed to Fort Worth, delivering the Chobani yogurt still. They were unable to repower this load. So they just moved my appointment time.
Yeah, that's that person in the chat.
I didn't know that. Is she still in here?
I don't know because honestly speaking, I feel sleepy. But you know, my freaking narcoleptic attacking me again. Okay, how many times my cell phone dropped? 5 times because of this narcoleptic.
I know Sammy was here briefly and then left. That's why I'm laughing. You know, I went into the truck stop bathroom. A lot of people came in, I assumed, it looked like. And then when I came back, everybody left. It's like, what the fuck? What the hell?
Yeah.
Like, geez, I got to go in the truck stop and use the restroom.
Without you.
And here's the rain. Nice. Great.
I wish this narcoleptic will gone. I cannot live normal like this, you know.
Yeah, the best they can do for you, Cher, is when you go to the doctor, he can prescribe a med to you that could probably alleviate it a little bit more. That's about it.
Yeah. I cannot be like this, you know. While I'm talking, you know, my cell phone was dropping down all the time. Yeah, what's wrong with Ryan?
Wait a minute, there's somebody else? Well, at least I thought there was somebody. The red light was on. I thought there was somebody in the background. I guess not.
Oh.
In the
There's no
BG.
red light on my end.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
Ryan, what is your job?
Pardon?
Are you also a truck driver too?
I'm sorry, what was that? Hang on, let me just move on. There you go. Go on.
What is your job? What is your job in UK?
I'm a validator, so I wash motor vehicles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to say something, Kyle?
No.
I'm right here.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
I'm glad I kept the chat rolling for you. I was the only one in the chat whenever Sean started his live.
Oh, yeah. Kyle was the only one that was chatting. I didn't think anybody else would show up. I was going to end after an hour if no one showed up. But that's when everybody started showing up. Oh yeah, cool. And then Ryan came up, and I had to go use the restroom.
Yeah,
And
no,
it looked like
I was out when you. I went out, and I was still out when you first started the live stream, and I was out in the woodlands. So
oh yeah, and I was able. This flavor is difficult to find to the brand of bottled water I drink. I found 6 mango flavored propel water. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
nice.
hard to find this flavor, and I bought them all. That's what I mostly drink is propel water.
Mm.
That's why I always got to take a 10-100 all the time.
Yeah.
I thought for a second we lost connection for a second.
Who I did?
No, I thought it was me. All of a sudden, everything just went silent.
Yeah, might do. It does happen to me sometimes.
Well, I'm always on the move, so my signal can fluctuate.
Well, we have got 60-mile-an-hour winds now, and just torrential rain. So I'm pretty surprised I haven't dropped yet either.
Your bird's doing a lot of
Shit.
your
Yeah,
bird's
sorry,
doing a lot
I'll
of
just-
talking.
There we go. I didn't realize my phone wasn't plugged in to get recharged.
Oh.
I got it plugged in. I'm at 5%. Hopefully, it'll start charging. I didn't realize it. What happened is I looked over and my screen got dark, and I'm like, "What the heck?"
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, the worst thing was when you plug a device in and you forget to turn the plug socket on.
Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of hate again.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I just tapped and looked at my notification, and Sammy sent me a message.
Oh.
I'm like, okay. I'm not going to respond to that.
No, don't. You know, it's the
No,
other
no,
person
I'm-
as well. You know who I put in the private chat.
Well,
He's
yeah,
a,
like I
he's
told-
a knob.
Well, like what I tell my trolls, if I want an earful of shit, I'll just call my ex-wife. Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
am I
Yeah,
that
tell me
much
about
of an
it.
ass?
I'd call my ex-girlfriend. Jesus Christ, I'm sure she'd like to. Well, I'd love to give a bit of nice swear word language.
I mean, am I that much of a piece
I
of
do have
shit?
some,
I treat everybody decently. Forget it.
Yeah, of course.
right? Same here.
Yeah.
I do have some trolls that do follow me that treat me like crap, but I just block them right out of the gate. And just go
No,
like that.
I gave them a nice big moonie once.
Hey, Sean, what is the problem of Celestial? I just forward only your live stream, and then she blocked me for no reason.
I don't know. She's
What
probably
is her problem?
another one that's been hearing a lot of rumors about me, and I'm done. I'm not going to defend myself anymore.
Okay.
You know, people are going to believe what they want to believe, and I'm like, okay, I'm through.
Yeah, just let them, Sean. Stupid people, honestly.
Because if I try to defend myself, I'm just going to look even more stupid. So you know what? I'm just not going to feed into it.
No.
Don't.
I mean,
Never
Celestial would rarely talk to me in the first place, and I was always nice to her. Treat everybody like I want to be treated.
Right.
But if they want to believe what the trolls have to say about me, then forget it. I don't care.
You never want to feed the
I was
trolls.
shocked. I was just checking my messenger, and I said Facebook user. It was Celeste, and then I was blocked. I cannot send message. What the heck is that? I just share only your live stream, and that's it.
I just hope she's not mad at me because I was talking about Esmokums. But, well, look, Esmokums did it to himself. And that's embarrassing. Me as a Westerner, that embarrasses me that he conducted himself that way. And it's like, look, it's him that did it, not me. I'm just trying to convey to the ones that want to go to the Philippines one day or what have you. And I'm pointing out, This is not how you do things.
Yeah.
If you do, you will suffer the consequences of doing that.
Yeah.
And I gave Esmokim's advice long before he went there. 2 years before he went there, he heard my advice many a times. He, like I said, you could either apply the advice or just ignore it. Well, he ignored it, and we saw what happened now, didn't we? But and yet they want to throw stones and call me trash. Or like Ogogo Boba said, I'm a piece of shit. That's a good one.
Do you know what? Have they looked at the mirror recently? Honestly, I don't know. Some people just, like you try to help them, but some people just can't be helped. Do you know?
Right.
It's like I've literally I tried to help a friend, right? What was it? I must have spent about £5,000 on their shopping, their gas and electric in 2021 and 2022. And then they finally get a job. They're finally in a good situation. And they said, thanks for the £5,000. See you later. Blocked me. I was there like, oh, looks like someone wants me to give them a knock on their door. I've got the money back. Don't you worry about that. I didn't do anything. I told them I was going to, and I had that £5,000 back in my bank account by the next morning. But yeah, honestly, you try to help people, and they just throw it back in your face.
Yes.
Sometimes people are just
Yeah, you
not
can't help
helpful.
them, as I said. Some people are just oblivious.
right.
But I don't know.
Knowing the way people can't be nice anymore.
Oh, I've got to go and have a little razor over my head in a little bit.
Anyway, when you do something nice for somebody, it's a mixed bag, okay?
Yeah.
And people are going to follow what their culture normally tells them what to do,
Mhm.
okay? Unlike me, I really don't necessarily follow what my culture tells me to follow.
Yeah.
And I'm like this: if somebody does something nice for you, it comes from the heart, and
Oh yeah.
it's like you can thank them. Hey, that's normal, but don't send out a mixed message,
No.
because that's what happened to me, and I'm like, I should have told those individuals, look, just because I did something nice for you, you're not obligated to do something nice for me just because your culture tells you to.
Well, no, exactly. Do you know what I mean? Like, now and again, do you know what I mean? Like, oh, pardon me. Yeah, it's like on Christmas morning, I sent over on PayPal 20 quid to a friend of mine, and they were there like, oh, I didn't get you anything. I'm there like, well, I don't expect it. Just because I
No.
do something for you doesn't mean that you have to do it in return.
No, when something is done, you do it from the heart.
Yeah,
You don't do it because somebody did something for you.
Exactly. You never expect something back.
No.
You never expect it. Never expect it back.
Yeah, today in my county it's rainy and yucky out. It's supposed to be like this all day.
Yeah.
Well, Florida's like that. It'll rain, and then all of a sudden the sky will open up later on.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, like,
But
my family,
they said in the forecast.
well, my family don't live too far from you. Then they're in Hilton Head Island, so in the summer months it'll be,
Oh,
it
nice.
can be 100 degrees, and then within half an hour it can be 75, raining like it's never done it before.
When they're saying 100 degrees, you mean like hot, right?
Yeah, Fahrenheit, 100 degrees.
It usually gets like that around in the summertime.
In Hilton Head? Oh yeah. And because you live in Florida, you know what the humidity's like.
Yeah, because I'm born and raised here in Florida.
Yeah, the humidity is not a joke.
Yeah.
It's not a joke. You can literally you can step outside. It's 80 degrees, but the real feel heat index is like 100.
I don't go outside in the afternoon, but when it calms down, I go outside.
Well, yeah. When I'm over there, we always go in the end of May, and it's usually about 85 degrees during the day. So it's manageable. But then, I mean, I always tend to try and do my cycle rides in the morning before noon, and then I won't go outside until like 7 o'clock.
Right. So what do you guys got going on for New Year's?
You're looking at it for me.
Yeah.
That answer's easy.
I'm going to London to watch the fireworks.
Oh, nice. Have fun.
Yeah, it'll be nice. I'm gonna go
I
back
think-
onto one of the boats on the River Thames again.
I think we're just gonna hang here at the house and watch the fireworks because it gets pretty crazy here in the neighborhood.
Nice. Well, if you want to watch the London ones, they're on at 7 o'clock Eastern time.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Mimi. Cool.
Hey.
Thanks for
Hello.
joining us, Mimi.
That's okay. I
Hello.
thought I'd join you quickly
Hello.
before I got to put dinner on. Hello.
Oh.
So, I just
Hello,
wanted to
Mimi.
say, hello, Cher. How are you?
Sheriff, if you haven't met Mimi,
Yeah,
Mimi
not
is
so
from Dairy
fine.
Boy.
Oh yeah, hello Mimi. I was quite
And-
disappointed to one YouTuber. It's just like I shared the live stream of Sean, and this person started to block me on Messenger. What
Oh,
was that for, right?
oh, I know some people don't like messages coming through when they're busy or whatever, but there's no reason to block you, is it?
Yeah, I know. It's just like, what is the problem of this woman?
Hmm.
Anyway, it's not my loss, you know.
Well,
Nice meeting you here, Mimi.
It's lovely meeting you too. I've heard a lot
Yeah.
about you from Sean. He talks
now-
very highly of you.
Yeah, Cher, she has a channel similar to yours. Instead of doing art, she does art in a different way. She has sewing machines. She's a seamstress,
Wow,
which makes a lot
that's
of things.
nice. I
Yeah,
love
you can
it.
learn a lot. It's like a lost art. A lot of women don't have sewing machines anymore. Not like they used to.
Yeah, true.
Oh.
Well, I just wanted to come up and say, Sean, whoever's talking about you, do you know what my motto is?
Uh-huh.
Fuck 'em. Excuse my language. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to come up and say you've never done me any wrong, and I've known you for over 2 years now. You know, these people that want to talk, honestly, you've got the right attitude as it is. You're just stepping back. You're just leaving them to it. You know, it's just, I don't know. Some people have nothing going on at the moment. So that's why they gossip and they troll.
Yeah, it was getting to be like work. It was getting to be like work. And I'm like, wait a minute, I want to get paid for this. If it feels like work, I want to get paid.
Yeah, true.
So that's why I'm like, I'm not going to defend myself anymore to that stupidity. People are
But
going to believe
you're
what they want
saying,
anyway.
You're saying people are saying, like, talking, your trolls are saying about you expose yourself to women. And I'm a woman, and Sean has never done that to me.
No. Do you know what? Sean would never. Do you know what? Like, after speaking to Sean for 6 months, I don't think you're the sort of guy to do that.
I don't think he would
Yeah,
at
well,
all.
I addressed this to a certain female that I'm enamored with and told her, wouldn't you think that you would have been one of the first ones that would have got something like that? Because I know she ain't never got anything like that. I said, so you're going to believe the rumor or are you going to believe reality? Because in reality, she's the first person I would have sent it to.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
No, this is it. People just don't think, do they? They don't use the little brain that's inside their head.
They don't.
you know, and think, oh, well, maybe, you know, maybe people are lying. Maybe people are spreading rumours just to try and get this guy had a go at or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, what it is they're trying to get me to slip because I took on all the trolls at once at the same time, and I kicked their ass with logic, and they know they've met their match.
But if you're telling the truth, you're not going to slip, are you?
Nope.
Yes.
It's as simple as that. Your story's never changed.
Yeah, like with
So-
Robert. Robert was saying things that I said. I said, you said that, not me. Remember he had that drunken stupor on my live stream?
I was
like-
in the chat, yes.
I'm like, Robert, I didn't say that. You did. And he goes, don't try that reverse psychology shit on me. I'm like, I'm not. That's not reverse psychology, Robert. That's just stating the fact. You said it, not me.
Can I just say something, right? I decided I finally had enough, and I said to him straight, I said to him, I don't give a fuck what he served in the US forces. Don't treat people like shit like you treated me, myself, right? Twice, when I've done nothing but show you respect and saying hello and being nice to you back.
So I would have never thought he would have came up to Jerry Boy's channel. At least not like that. I've never seen
he
Robert
did.
drunk like that
Yes.
before.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
and-
did.
Mimi will remember. As
Yeah.
soon as I came up on panel, he went, "Turn your fucking camera on."
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it was a tirade
Yeah.
from the start.
Yeah.
Later
and then
on
what
that-
was it? Yeah. What
Later
was
on
it?
that later
Sorry,
on that
Steve.
night, Blessed Life started her live stream and he went up to her panel, and that's when I sent Cher a message. I'm like, Cher, Robert is up
Yeah.
in Bless channel and he's drunk still. Even Jerry Boy said he's still drunk. Here it is, 8 hours later, 8 or 9
Yeah.
hours later, he's still drunk.
Yeah. Well, what was it on when I came up on Christmas Day onto your panel? What was it? As soon as I came up, he was there like, "Oh, great! Now we're having an English come in." I was there like, "Dude, open up your ears! I'm not even English, you
Yeah.
stupid idiot. Come on."
Well, really, when he's not drunk, he was actually a good friend and a good guy. But now he's in this drunken stupor. He's an ass.
Well, that's why
See,
you
this
put-
is it. I mean, that live stream of yours, Sean, I swear to God, my eyes have never been the same because the amount of times I rolled my fucking eyes at that bloke, my
But you
eyes
see
have
how I
just not
handled
gone
him,
back
right?
straight again. You handled him very admirably because honestly, if he was on my panel, he would have been kicked long before then.
I got to tell you why I was able to do that. My mom owned a bar for 20 years. I know how to talk and handle drunks.
I remember
Plus,
you
I know how to
saying before, yeah.
And I handle the trolls the same way, and I kick their ass every time.
See, I've got every respect for someone who served in the armed forces. My uncle was a paratrooper. My granddad was in the war. My great granddad. Do you know what I mean? I've got every ounce of respect for anyone who can do that. But you can't get drunk, start throwing insults, and then go, "Oh, it's okay." Because because I'm a Navy SEAL. No, you was a Navy SEAL, and now you're just a drunken arsehole.
Well, look, that's what I said in the message. I said, look, with all due respect, I don't give a shit what he served in, but I do. But you don't use that as an excuse. It's just like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like someone like, I know, sorry for saying this, but it's like someone going along stabbing someone to death and saying, "Oh, sorry, I'm blaming it on this now." You can't do it.
You can't do it at all.
You can't do it.
Yeah, see, I could give him a full dressing.
Yeah.
I could have dressed him down and proved that I don't know if he was or wasn't, but things lead me to believe he really wasn't a trident holder. That is a big claim, and a lot of people who do hold the trident, you wouldn't know it because they don't talk about it.
Over here, it's called being a Walter Mitty,
Mm-hmm.
claiming that he was in the forces and you wasn't. I mean, don't get me wrong, none of us know if he was or not. But the point is, he was sitting there saying, "I'm a Navy SEAL." No, you was a Navy SEAL.
Yeah. A lot
That's
of
the whole
people.
point.
A lot of
now
people
you-
try to hold that trident and are unable to do it. They ring the bell and quit because it's not easy to become a Navy SEAL.
Oh God,
And
no.
what it is the thing that they wear on their uniform has the trident on it.
Well,
and that's
I'm
the
gonna
symbol of the Navy SEALs, and they take that very seriously. That's
Yeah.
one claim I would never make, even if I
Well,
was a
with-
Trident holder.
No.
So what was it? One of my my auntie's neighbour who lives in front of her, he was on. I don't know if you've heard of this ship or any of you. He was on the USS Yorktown, which is now docked in Charleston, just outside of Mount Pleasant. And
Mm.
he was on that ship. Well, he was on that vessel for 350 days out of the year, for 8 years, and he is now 90 years old. And he still beats me in an arm wrestle every single time. 90 years old, still beats
Yeah.
me every time.
I quite believe it.
Well,
Because there's
don't
some guys
you
that,
never lose it. You never lose it, Mimi.
No, you don't.
You never do.
yeah, there are some guys that damn near come close to dying trying to
Yeah.
become a Navy SEAL. It puts you
Oh,
to the,
yeah.
it puts the human body to the test
It does.
royally.
It puts
Well,
you
what
to
was
the
it?
extreme, doesn't it?
Well, yeah,
Mhm.
because
And-
one of my friends wanted to what's the one called over here in like the sea and stuff. It's
Oh shit, I can't remember.
yeah, whatever that
Yeah.
one is. Yeah, they have to go into a water tank and they have to hold their breath
Yeah.
for 5 minutes. He passed out in the water and sank to the bottom. He nearly died.
Mm,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got something what they call Hell Week.
that's it.
And do you know what? He never even made it into it either, and he passed out and nearly died from that. Never
I
made
mean,
it
my
in.
my sister done part of the training.
Hmm.
She was going to become a fighter pilot,
Hmm.
but because she had hay fever, of course, being a fighter pilot, it's all about your eyes, isn't it?
Yeah.
And because the hay fever, it makes her eyes go blurry.
Okay.
That was it. That was her dream job
Well,
down the
it's,
tube.
My dream
it mostly
job was-
depends on how much you can handle the 9 Gs.
Oh, she
pulling
went
9
through all
Gs.
that, Sean. She went through all of that training. And then they realised, because it was summertime over here, her hay fever hit. And that was it. She couldn't do
Well, yeah, it
go
was-
any further.
Well, yeah, it was like, what was it? My dream job was to, be around tanks in the army. And I
Mm.
did all of that, all the paperwork. And they said, and what was it? When I was about to sign, they said, oh, yeah, sorry, we forgot to ask the question. Have you got any ADHD, any autism? I was there like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. They seem to not ask those questions until later down the line.
Yeah, I was there like, shit, I do. But and the mate, he shook my hand and he said, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I could have been a fighter pilot because I can handle the Gs.
Yeah.
Barely. Because I rode second seater to Thunderbird 2 in Las Vegas. They buzzed my
Oh,
truck, and I
okay.
got on their Facebook page, and I posted a picture of my truck. I said, if you guys are going to buzz my truck, you can at least let me buy you a drink. They took me up on the offer. I'm like, cool. I bought them a drink, and they're like, hey, would you like to ride with me and Thunderbird 2?
Yeah.
And it was
Wow.
a woman. It was a woman. At that
Mhm.
time, she's a lieutenant colonel now, but at that time she was a major, and her call sign was Mace. Her name is Michelle Curhan. I rode second seater to a woman,
Yeah.
and she goes, Sean, are you ready to pull the? I'm like, yeah, come 9 Gs with you, badass. She pulled back. She slung that plane in an instant on its side and pulled back on that yoke, and it was like, it's like,
Yeah.
you're wanting to melt in the seat, and I didn't let go of the pegs, because if you let go of the pegs, I was afraid my hand was going to come up and smack me in the face. She pulled that. We got totally turned around. She come up and she flipped the plane up. She goes, "You still with me, Sean?" I'm like, "Yes, rock and roll." They couldn't believe it. They're like, "We've never had anybody stay awake after pulling that."
Yeah.
And when I got out of the plane, they're all looking at me like, "You held that?" I'm like, "Yeah." Can we go again?
Can we go again? Yeah.
Well, it's like, what was it? I did the slingshot at my at Daytona Beach, Florida, and I passed out immediately. And I was there like, oh yeah, can I have the footage of it? The fuckers forgot to turn the webcam on, didn't they?
Oh, jeez.
So I've got to go and do it again next time I'm going through Florida.
Mm. No, I've
mean,
seen
like-
my sister fly.
Well,
She done bloody well.
Well,
She really did do bloody well. I'll give her her dues. And we actually celebrated her afterwards when she got home
Yeah.
because
Mm.
going through all of that and being told no
Yeah.
right towards the end, she was gutted.
Oh, it broke me, because like
Yeah, did
I
with
was
her.
I was so happy because I did all the tests in under the limited time.
Mhm.
What was it? I felt so proud, and my mum was like going, "Yes, Ryan, you're going to do it," and she was there outside the room, and
Mm,
literally I started crying. I could
Yeah.
not take it.
mm.
Hey, Mimi,
Yeah.
the Thunderbirds' home base is Las Vegas, the Air Force
Yes.
base there.
That's
And
right.
I was on the extraterrestrial highway way north of Las Vegas, coming up over the hill. And when I came up
Mm.
over the hill, you can see Las Vegas from 40 miles
Mhm.
away. That's when they buzzed my truck, and they said, we only did that to get a closer look at your truck because it looks so cool. I'm like, oh, okay. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll teach you how to drive the truck. You teach me how to fly this F-16. Do you have any
Yeah.
knowledge of aeronautics? I said, I can fly helicopters. They're like,
Mm.
that's close.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Well, this year when I go to the States, I'm going with Delta, so I can actually get a trading card this year. That'd be quite cool.
What does that mean?
So Delta Airlines. So you go up to the cockpit and you ask the pilot for a trading card, and what was it? It will be like a card with the photo of the plane on it and like the flight destination.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, and like the flight number and everything.
Ah.
But I'm trying to complete the motif of it, though. I want to go down to Florida where the Blue Angels are. I'd like to ride second seater to one of the Blue Angels.
Oh
That'd be
yeah.
nice.
The only
Oh,
difference is
yeah.
the only difference is the Thunderbirds are in F-16s and the Blue Angels are in the F-18.
Oof.
Well,
That'd be good.
I've sat in the cockpit of a Tornado and a what else is it? Typhoon over here. That was awesome. I was so tempted just to turn it on and just go bye.
You know, you would have been shot down.
No, I know.
They would
No,
have been like, not
the
happening.
plane would have come up off the ground. He would have been screaming, "Get me off of here!"
I'd be doing like barrel rolls, not even trying to, and I'd be there like, "Am I flying this right?"
Oh. But no, honestly, Sean, don't listen to the arseholes, mate.
No, they're
You've got
dickheads.
people that know you. All right, I've not known you as long as other people have, neither has Ryan, but
No.
you've got people here who know what you like, mate. And if anyone comes into mine or Jerry Boys or Ryan's, you know we're shutting down straight away. Because that's just not you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, me and Robert needed to have that conversation anyway
I think
because
you
I had
did.
to tell him.
Mm.
Because I had to tell him some things that I figured he would have figured it out on his own. He's a grown man.
Yeah, do you
Yeah,
know what?
but-
It's not like he's not old enough to like realise. Do you know?
The problem is if he's drinking constantly,
Mm,
his brain won't be firing on all cylinders.
no, it is a dangerous thing to do, Mimi.
It is.
As I've told you, what I was like in 2021 and last year, it's a
Mm,
dangerous cycle.
it is.
Really dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, alcohol
Yeah.
killed one of my family members.
For a whole year, I couldn't go without having less than 10 units in a day.
Mm. Yeah, it's a dependency.
I have one unit. I'm on the floor. Well, I'm
Oh,
inebriated
God, yeah.
just with
I
one.
haven't drank for years. So if I was to have a drink now, yeah, see you later. I'll be
Yeah, literally,
dead.
it will literally take me 10 beers because it's like when I was, at the football the other day, Mimi.
Mm.
What was it? The lads, when we got there, had 3 drinks at the pub. They could hardly make it to the ground. And I had 6, and I was walking in more of a straight line than they were. And they were there like, "Oh, Ryan." I was there like, "What's up?"
But that's like I've said to you before, your body gets used to it,
Mm-hmm.
which in itself is dangerous as well, because then you drink more.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, you know Ryan better than anyone, mate.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I
no,
don't
I
have
do.
to. I don't have
And do
to
you know what?
tell
And
you
that-
about it.
And do you know what? That's why I decided to say, do you know what? Hell with it. I'm going to call someone to help me with this because I was 19.
Guys,
Mm.
Yeah, sure.
guys, yes, guys, I'm also an alcoholic. Long time ago, I drink a lot of Jägermeister, a lot of beers, a lot of wine, and I just
Mm.
quit on that.
You
Yeah,
conquered it, dear. That's admirable.
yeah. Listen. If you are in the live stream, this is the thing, okay? Never ever come up in the panel if you're drunk.
No.
Because first of all, if you're drunk, you cannot control what you're gonna say,
No.
and sometimes you don't remember what you're saying.
Yeah,
well,
you're right.
Well, this is it. I decided to get help because I was literally about to become an alcoholic at 19 years old.
Mm.
At 19 years old.
Yeah,
And
that's
my-
young.
Look, do you know what? Yeah, I still have too much to drink, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, but my friends tell me, you know what? I just have one drink, you know, every now and then, and I get a little tipsy. They say, you know, your jokes get a lot more funnier when you've had a drink.
Oh, I do
I-
because
And
I just laugh.
they say you act a lot more goofy too. It's not like you're goofy enough.
No, Cher, you've done amazingly. You should be really
Yes.
proud of yourself. Well done for that.
Because
Well
a lot of
done.
people can't conquer it.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Why did I stop drinking? Because this is the problem. I always have a constant heartburn. Okay, whenever I take a Chronol S, it doesn't work. Whenever I take something like for my anti-acid, it doesn't work. And then when I went to my what we call this to my internal medicine, what what the guy this doctor said. The doctor is a scientist. His name is Ernesto Domingo. He's the founder of immunization for hepatitis B. He's from Philippines. He told me, "Oh, you have a gallstone. You need to you need to have an operation right away." Then I asked the doctor, "Where did I get it? Maybe you're drinking too much, and it
Yeah.
affects now your kidney and also your internal organs." And
Yeah.
I was shocked. That's why, guys, drinking is not good. It cannot it cannot forget your problem, because when you wake up, there's a problem again, and another thing, you will get in trouble. You know what I will tell you guys. I went home in our house without I didn't know how did I go home. I was drunk. I didn't know
Wow.
that my daughter took me a picture that I was lying on the floor, and then I found out that I got in trouble with the security guards here because I was really angry. I didn't know I was drunk. So see, this alcohol will it doesn't bring anything. Don't drink in the bar. That's the advice.
Yeah.
Be careful.
I drink Diet Dr. Pepper if they got it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
about
see,
the strongest I drink is Diet Dr. Pepper.
I don't hardly drink any fizzy. Mind you, I'm a teaaholic, me. I drink tea constantly. But because of the medication I'm on for my hip, tablets and fizzy really
Yeah.
don't go together.
What
No.
happened?
So
Did you
I've
break
just
your
cut
hip?
out fizzy altogether.
Did you
Sorry?
break your hip? What happened? Did you break your hip or what?
No, I've got hip dysplasia in my left hip.
Ow.
It pops out randomly when it wants to.
Oh, golly, that's gotta hurt.
It I'm not gonna lie to you, mate, it fucking kills. And the only
Yeah.
one that can pop it back in is my husband. And he has to, honestly, it looks like he's beating me up because he has
Yeah.
to thump it to get it, because the hip bone's the strongest bone in your body.
Yeah.
And when you
So
when
he
you
has
break
to,
it,
yeah,
when you break your hip, it takes forever to heal.
it does. He literally has to either yank my leg to pop it back in, or while he's pulling my leg out to the side, thump it with his hand.
Oh man.
Yeah, it kind of hurts. But then when it's back in again, the pain goes away.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, if I walked
But I
in on you
was-
guys, I'd be like, "What is this? Spousal abuse?"
Yes,
I'd have done.
yeah. My
I'd have
mum,
done that to get you to laugh and
honestly,
to forget about the pain for a minute.
my mum
John,
literally
yeah,
went for his
guys.
throat.
Guys,
Sorry, Sean.
Mimi, Ryan, and Kyle and Sean, I have to step down now. It's because it's almost
Okay.
night here. It was
Well,
nice talking to you, and I will
lovely to
subscribe
meet
to you,
you,
Mimi.
Jan.
Okay.
Yeah,
Lovely
you
to
take
meet
care
you.
of
Thank you,
yourself,
Ryan.
Cher.
Have a good
Okay.
night.
Thank you very much, guys. Okay. Bye.
See you
Bye.
later.
Bye.
Yeah, gosh, it
But-
feels like it's about 1 a.m. with the
Mm,
with.
yeah, my mum
No.
literally went for his throat because she'd never seen it happen before.
Oh,
And yeah, I just standing up from sitting on the sofa, and it went.
Oh
and
my god!
she never saw it before, so
yeah.
I'm like, no, he has to do it. He's got to do it. She's like, I'm not letting him hurt you. I went, Mum, he's got to.
It's gonna make me feel better, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not a
Nah.
nice thing to go through. I'm not going to lie, but
No.
you know, I'm still here. That's the main
I'd-
thing.
I'd feel uncomfortable doing that.
Oh, he
Yeah.
hates it, Sean. Honestly, he has tears in his eyes sometimes when it's really bad. He absolutely hates it. But he
Yeah.
knows
Uh-huh.
it's got to be done because otherwise I'm up the
You're-
hospital yet again and
Yeah.
they
In
don't know
pain.
how to put it back in properly.
No.
So, yeah.
What does Owen want? Fuck off.
That's just me. I was born with something called clicky hips, where I was put in they call it a frog plaster for 18 months when I was born. They tried to pin it back together. I've got like little scars on my side. It looks like a triangle shape. It looks like I've been bitten or probed by an alien. I know, but they fixed it, and then when little lady was about 4 or 5 years old, it started to pop out again.
Oh.
And they said that, like, they gave me an MRI, and it's basically the hip joint, the ball is protruding out from the joint, and all the muscles around it have relaxed, which is how comes it can pop out randomly.
Yeah.
Couldn't they do the hip replacement surgery and that would cure it?
They refused to do a hip replacement because I need to be over 65.
What?
Well, that's
Wow.
stupid.
They did say
Ridiculous.
that there is an operation they can do where they can break the whole lower half of my body and realign it, which is a 6-month recovery period, and it might not even work.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm like, do you know what? I was 37 at the time. I went, no, I'm 37 years old. I have a young child and I have a home to run. No,
Yeah.
I've not got time to just lay in bed for 6 months of my life.
Yeah. Oh. What happened there?
What happened?
What happened? Still there, Mimi? I can't hear
Well,
anything.
Oh no, Mimi's still here. Cher stepped
Yeah,
down.
Mimi's still here.
Oh, wait a minute. There's somebody in the background. Well, at least I thought there was. Shit.
No,
I thought there was
Mimi.
somebody in
Mimi's.
Yeah, but no, the red dot was there, and I don't know how long it was there, and they probably got mad.
Oh.
Got tired of waiting. I'm sorry, whoever that was.
Oh, my laptop is about to die on me. No! Don't you fucking think about it. Oh, pardon. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, but that seems like what happened when I scrolled back and looked at the chat. When I went into the truck stop, a lot of people showed up, and then when I came back, everybody left, and it's like, what the hell? It's like, well, thank you very much too. You know, come on, give me a break, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. See you later. Oh, how long have I been up here on panel 4?
You came in shortly after Kyle did. Kyle was up here for about 5-10 minutes, and then you showed up.
Let's see. I came up here. Oh, wow. Well over an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, this has been going on for 2 hours and 42 minutes. But see, typically when I do a live stream, everybody else starts one, and then everybody goes there. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
But, there's nobody doing one, I'll do one,
We go an hour and 47 minutes I've been on. Wow.
Oh, there's Mimi. She came back.
Yeah. Oh,
Can you hear me?
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Your camera dipped, Sean, and then I lost all sound. I saw Ryan's bubble going like he was talking, but I had to jump out and jump back in again.
I was going to say, Ryan, what? I was going to say my bumhole just did speak. No. Many times in the bed store as well. Did you hear what happened in the elevator whilst I went
did.
up
Yes, I would have looked at her and gone, I don't know what that smell is in there, but it wasn't me.
It was just like the little look and smile she gave me, and then the cough that I heard a second later.
Yeah, I can imagine. God.
Oh, I feel so bad. I'm a menace to society. Honestly, you can't take me anywhere.
Mimi, let me go back to about Robert and him mentioning my military career.
Yeah.
I don't talk about it because to me it was a big disappointment. Okay.
Right.
I was in military school and I liked it. And yeah, I said I'm gonna go in the military. I was thinking about the Marines because my dad was one. I'm like, no, I want to fly helicopters, so I'm gonna join the United States Cavalry. And I always wanted to fly a Super Stallion. Those are like the trucks of the skies, When you hear a Super Stallion coming, it has a very distinctive thud noise versus all the other choppers. Because it's got 6 big blades and the others are like they have 2 to 4. This one has 6 and they're huge. And I love helicopters, but what was asked of me was in my book was dishonorable, and I swore an oath that I took seriously. And it's like, we put it all off onto the NCOs and the enlisted men, and so they go into a drunken stupor and drink themselves to death, like my father did. Well, my stepfather did, and screwed up my father and stepfather in Vietnam. Well, I protected my guys from that. They thank me to this day because they lived in a life of regret of what they did because they were ordered to do it. And I protected my guys from that. If I hadn't left, I probably would have been kicked out of the military to begin with, and I don't want a dishonorable discharge.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the United States military needs to find its soul back because it's not there anymore, and it's ugly.
So would that be like our the helicopter? Would that be like our version of the Chinook?
Well, Chinooks, yeah. A Chinook is a double-bladed helicopter. I never flew one of those. I flew in formation with them.
Oh, I've been in one.
Yeah, I have as well.
Because obviously my husband's history. But yeah, I've been in one.
I won't say where the base. I'll put it in the private chat actually.
Well, you probably know that the base that my husband used to go to down that way.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah.
My dad was in the military.
Yeah. It's an amazing career if you can get it and get in the right regiment. It's a very, very good career. But obviously, like Sean said, sometimes things do happen that you need to
And
protect
on-
your guys from and yourself from, you know?
But I can say this: I didn't disobey orders.
Mm.
It's not the outcome that they expected. See, you can't order an outcome. You can make an order to do something, and we do it, but the outcome is totally different of what they wanted. The
Yeah.
outcome
Yeah.
they wanted those buildings demolished and those hills moved and flattened
Yeah.
out so they can see down the mountain.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, they were looking forward to a lot of casualties and everything, and then I'm like, I'm not going to order my men to murder a bunch of civilians.
Yeah.
So you know what we did? Oh, we fired on them, but we missed on purpose.
Yeah.
I said, we're going to take fire on that. And I'm like, the way I was speaking, they knew is like, you don't have to hit your target. I didn't say that. I said, we're just supposed to take fire on these buildings here and everything else, because my NCOs were watching those buildings, and they reported to me because I told my commanding officer, I'm like, look, my sergeants told me that there's been nothing but women and children coming out of those buildings, and there's a playground there. And by the time it was said and done, we're missed. I used the chain gun, and everybody else did to move. We flattened those hills because we used the chain gun, wasting the ammo. And we did demolish the buildings, but we waited till everybody got out of the building because they thought we were trying to kill them. No. We missed on purpose, and we wasted a lot of ordnance that day too.
Yeah, it's not cheap at all, is it? So when you fire and you miss, it's like, fuck's sake, what are you doing?
Yeah, and I took the heat
Oh,
for
you're
it.
breaking up a bit, Sean.
Oh.
You still hear me?
dear. Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. I think you're back.
Yeah, I'm still here. I can hear you guys, but you probably can't hear me.
I
No,
can hear you.
I can hear you. Yeah.
No, he's gone again.
No. Yeah, that's the issue. You don't get connection everywhere.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you move around in a vehicle.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Sometimes I don't have good connection where I live.
Yeah, I
No,
remember you
that's
saying
right,
that Joe
I
Boys
can't.
before. Yeah, you lose connection when you go outside, don't you, Kyle? Sometimes.
Sometimes it could be. We live right next by a highway because sometimes the highway interferes with the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, there we go.
There he goes. He'll be back in a minute.
Nearly gone.
Oh, I'm gonna have to shoot and do dinner in a minute. It's 5:30.
Yeah. No, I'm like, do you know what, Mimi? I think I'm gonna have to play that pool game because oh, what a live stream Alex's was. That was great.
I was sort of listening, but because I had my phone call at 11, I couldn't hear most of it. I saw he was playing pool on his tablet.
Yeah.
Are you back,
no,
Sean?
Can you hear me now?
yeah.
Gotcha, mate.
No,
Well, what
Maybe.
happened was everybody ended up at the bottom of that mountain. Oh, they were all women and children. I think there was only like 2 or 3 men. We're talking maybe there was about 300 people. They all made it down there with all the kids and everything. And then that's when the buildings got hit and boom, they all collapsed, right? And when they went in, they saw those people standing down there. And I said, what are you guys going to do? Shoot a bunch of unarmed civilians?
Yeah, true.
Because I was yelling at the other captains because I was one of them. But they weren't under my command. And I was yelling down at them on the radio. I'm like, what are y'all going to do? Shoot it and kill, murder a bunch of civilians for shits and
Yeah.
giggles? And then when I took the heat for that. They said, what happened? I said, well, we took fire on them. He goes, but there was no casualties. Oh, did you want women and children, unarmed women and children as casualties, sir?
Yeah.
He goes, you're the biggest fuck up in the middle. He just started giving me a full dressing. And I'm like, he goes, what happened? Did you look in your monocle or did you just shoot? I said, I looked in my monocle, sir. I looked right at it. It might be off kilter. And he was like, off kilter my ass. And me and him went at it. I was being respectable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right,
And I
Sean.
said-
Right, sorry, dude. I'm gonna have to shoot because Mimi's reminded me I need to do dinner because this thing's gonna take at least an hour.
Oh, okay.
So,
But
yeah.
see, all my NCOs call me up still to this day and thank me for saving them from
Mm.
ending up murdering a bunch of people and then living a life of a drunken stupor. They
Yeah.
appreciated that because
They
a lot
will.
of them had fathers that were Vietnam vets, and they
Yeah,
didn't
well,
want to have to
no,
go
no.
through the same thing.
See you later, Ryan.
See you later.
Have a good night, Sean.
Yeah, you too. That's why
Bye.
I don't really. Oh, that's why I really don't talk about my military career because I hate it. Now I love
Yeah,
to fly
see-
helicopters.
We've been doing our family history, and we always knew that my granddad was in the army, and we always knew that he was discharged, but we found out why. I think it was sort of the beginning of this year. He was discharged because a bomb actually landed on his house and killed his wife, or his first wife, and
Jesus.
his 3-month-old son. So he was he had to be discharged because he couldn't handle it. You know, he couldn't deal with that amount of loss in one go.
Uh huh.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I said to my mum, I said, do you know what? I said, at the end of the day, he'd done what he could.
Uh huh.
You know, that's all that counts. He served for his country, and unfortunately, yes, he lost his first wife. I said, but then again, if he didn't, he wouldn't have found, like, my nan, her mum, and my mum wouldn't be here. I said, so
Uh-huh.
everything happens for a reason. Yes, it was heartbreaking for him at that time, but I genuinely do believe everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you saved all those women and children that day. You
Yeah,
know,
I'd feel like I want to rot in hell if we went ahead and hit our targets. We would have
yeah,
killed every one of them. But
definitely.
I finally did the math, and I'm wondering if I still hold that record. We wasted $35.5 million on ordnance.
Oof. Yeah. No wonder he
$35.5
went at you.
million.
Yeah. No wonder he screamed and shouted at you.
But the other colonel said, "Hey, the engineers moved those hills out of the way. We can see down the mountain." I said, "Sir, they didn't do it. My guys blew it up." And that just made him
dear.
angry. You wasted good ordnance on a hill? I'm like, well, sir, my men missed. They were aiming at targets and just missed and hit the hill.
Well,
You know,
yeah.
that's bullshit, Sean. And I'm like, yes, sir.
But no, honestly, back to this whole Robert thing, I would suggest maybe not letting him back up again, Sean. Honestly,
Uh-huh.
I don't think he would come back. But then you don't know if he's had a lot to drink and he's getting a bit bold. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if he's listening to this, yes, I've made an opinion of you based on the 2 times I've seen you drunk as a fucking skunk on people's live streams, calling them all the names under the sun and being disrespectful. So you can come to me all you want, but you're going to get exactly the same as what I've said here.
Well, I had to clear that up because he mentioned that my military career, because somebody talked about my military career and he asked and I told him the story. I just repeated it. And
Yeah,
I
heard you say it the other day.
I'd like to forget that I was ever in the military because of its just. I was wanting to be career. I'd have stars on my shoulders, no doubt, right about now.
Yeah,
At my age, I'd have stars on my shoulders, but I didn't go career because I'm like, this is dishonorable bullshit.
Yeah.
And I'm not killing a bunch of unarmed people.
Well, that's just it. To everyone else, it's honourable. But clearly to the guys on the day, or well, the ones that had a go at you, it wasn't.
Oh, but it was funny. See, they always tried to belittle me and everything, but they didn't understand and they forgot. My dad was a sergeant major in the Marine Corps. And being the son, a Marine brat of a sergeant major, yeah, you can imagine what kind of upbringing I had.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you can throw anything at me, and I'm immune.
Yeah.
That's why you can cuss me out and I'm still respectable towards you and I don't take insult to it.
This
Like,
is
you're the
what's
biggest
baffling
fucking
me.
bullshit.
You're saying all these trolls and you're getting messages and all that lot. And I'm like, hold on a minute. Whenever I've seen Sean, he's always been respectable. Okay, if a little bit crude at times. But, you know, that's just Sean. That's just you. You've always been respectable whenever I've seen you. I mean, come on. Just before Christmas, when I'd set up that live stream, every one of you knew that my little girl was in that room. And none of you said a bad word.
Well, honestly, I didn't know she was. I didn't know she was or wasn't.
But you didn't hardly say anything. That's just it. Whether you knew she was there or not, you was respectable enough to know that there could have been a little girl around.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what I mean? Because everyone knows you can always hear her knocking on the bedroom door if I'm upstairs. You know, everyone, that's why I said thank you to all of you, because you was all respectable enough to know that there could be a little girl around and not to say anything until Mimi says, yeah, we're clear, she's gone.
Yeah. Well,
Do you know what
typically,
I mean?
I typically don't start unless Jerry Boy does.
Yeah, but that's it. Jerry Boy didn't because he knew that she was in the room. So therefore you didn't and Ryan didn't, you know? So that's why I said thank you to all of you because she was in the room and you was all great.
Yeah, like I said, Jerry Boy starts it and everybody else
Yeah,
follows.
I know. He's terrible. He's got a potty mouth sometimes, but I love him to bits. But
Been a while
no,
since I've seen Jerry Boy.
sorry?
That it's been a while since I've seen Jerry Boy.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've popped on, isn't it? He's
Yeah.
still
Yeah,
there,
turn your
mate.
notifications on. He's on. He does
Yeah.
Friday pizza nights.
His next one is going to be New Year's Eve, Kyle. He's going to do like half an hour before it hits 12 o'clock.
Oh, and his.
Yeah, over here, yeah. So if you're up or if you're awake or if you're around, you know, you're always welcome to pop on.
So what time is it over there right now in the UK?
It is 5:38 right now.
Yeah, Kyle over there in the
Oh,
UK.
damn it.
Just add 5 hours to your clock, and that's what time it is there. Add 5 hours. They're 5 hours ahead of us.
It's
Oh,
Well,
there
in
you
the
go.
in
It's
Eastern time
about-
zone.
it's about 12:38 where I'm at.
Okay. So yeah,
So
we're 5
5:30
hours
there.
ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
that's
6
all right.
hours
So-
ahead of me because I'm in Central Time.
At midnight on New Year's Eve, well, about 11:30,
Yep.
it'll be what, 6:30 at yours? Yeah, it'll be about 6:30 in the evening for you on New Year's Eve. So if
Oh,
you're not
yeah.
too busy with family or, you know, you got anything else going, you're always welcome to pop in.
I'll try my best.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's put it as an upcoming live stream, so you know where you can press notify me. That should be there now.
I'll have to look for you.
Yeah, go for it. Definitely. But I suppose I best shoot and feed the family.
Yeah, I'm going to end here. I'm at 3 hours and
All right,
Everybody's-
then, mate.
gone to bed or
Alrighty.
still at work. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah, you take
I'm
care,
probably gonna
Sean
be-
and Kyle. Sean, drive safely, mate.
Alright, bye.
I will. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.